Join us for our pre-cruise stay and arrival night in Athens. We're away from the packed tourist haunts of Monastiraki Square. We'll show you one of the more exclusive restaurants with incredible food, but most importantly, fantastic Acropolis views. And afterward, head for drinks at one of the best choice of rooftop bars, and end with a hidden gem of a quirky neighbourhood literally a few blocks away. Plus show you another option for rooftop views you might not have considered. But did we hit new heights in Athens? Come with us to find out. Finally arrived in Athens. Very tired, to say the least. Looking forward to getting to the hotel and grabbing a shower. You can get the train from Athens, take you about 45 minutes, very, very easy to do. Unfortunately, Princess here, look at the luggage here. Only one of those cases is mine, so we will be getting an Uber or a taxi in one with enough trunk space. So after a quick check-in and freshen up, we headed 2 stops on the Metro for our first night out. So Athens Metro, not that difficult, just hit your language and then go to this one here, buy travel product. You can see here Vauxhall Airport Express Bus, Athens and Airport. If you want to take the Metro for the airport, 45 minutes. That was never going to happen with Lorraine's luggage situation, so we're just going to go straight for Athens area. So if you go for 24 hours, it's €4.10. But if you go back up here for 5 days, it's only basically €8.20, and we're only doing it for sort of 48 hours over 3 days. But you know what? Still better. That's the option we go for. Simple as that. Just north of the Acropolis, we arrived at Monastiraki Square, the city's busy central hub with numerous venues with Acropolis views. But with any tourist hotspot, you equally get the crowds and the vendors. So here we are in the middle of the square. And your choice is as follows. We were going to go have dinner here, Emma's Rooftop. We've also got A for Athens over in the corner, Attic Rooftop, and above us here is 360. All of which, the obvious reason is up there behind me. And we're actually going to go a couple of blocks away to Thea Rooftop Terrace, which has a much better menu, looks a bit cheaper, and most importantly, it's going to be a lot quieter and a lot more civilised. So off we go. So a short 5 to 10 minute walk away, the crowds thinned and the city took on a whole different ambience. So here we are, we finally made it to the Central Hotel, and just behind us you'll see the sign there for Thea Terrace. So although located at the hotel, the restaurant was open to the public. We have literally found the smallest elevator in the world. And from our research, this restaurant gave us the perfect balance, with a more intimate setting with a smaller capacity, a fantastic menu, but most importantly, that incredible view with a reservation timed perfectly for sunset. Did the boy do good?
He did.
It's a birthday meal, 1 of 18, I think. Sure, your goat's cheese looks more like a dessert than a starter. We'll put links in the description as always, but we're glad we went for a more formal restaurant as opposed to a bar that served just food. And Thea Terrace lived up to expectations from the menu, ambience, and most importantly, that frontline Acropolis view. Stuffed?
Yes, so much so that I gave you my dinner and you ate that as well.
I don't believe a word you say. As much as we could have stayed here all evening, we were keen to try some other venues. And taking a different route back, there were no shortage of great restaurant options in the surrounding streets. And soon we're back in the hustle and bustle of Monastiraki Square. So we found another cupboard lift. This one can probably take 4 people at a squeeze, or about 2.5 of us if we're lucky. Now, I pointed this out earlier in the video, but our choice for after dinner drinks was Attic Urban Rooftop. Despite being a busy weekend night, we were able to get a table as a walk-up, though if you want one of those prime spots with the Acropolis view, you will need to book in advance. Now, one of the reasons we chose this was it was set slightly back from Monastiraki Square, so thankfully a little less packed. It also had a good mix of both covered and outdoor terrace, and definitely had a more chilled vibe, with the DJ playing more contemporary but still traditional music rather than the pounding techno music of some of the neighbouring bars. And of course the obligatory photo opportunity, essential for all those enviable social media posts. Now, unlike some of its competitors like 360 Degrees in the foreground, Attic Urban's roof terrace runs lengthways to the Acropolis, meaning there are more seats with a frontline view. So if you are at one of the neighbouring bars and lucky enough to nab a table at the very end with the view, instead of being able to have a quiet drink, you'll have everybody crowding around you trying to take their Acropolis selfies. So literally not even a couple of 100 yards from Attic Rooftop is this little alleyway down the back street called Little Kook, and it is known for going a little bit overboard with its decoration. So it's just recently transitioned from an Alice in Wonderland one, but just perfectly in time. It's now transitioned to Halloween. Now, despite being so close, many visitors completely miss Little Kook, and is an absolute goldmine for social media posts. Now, I'll put links in the description as always. However, as we visited in October, Halloween was the theme. They also decorate seasonally at Christmas. Outside of these holiday periods, the themes vary, and these have included Mary Poppins, Pirates, Snow White and Peter Pan. And although free to visit, be warned their specialties are afternoon tea, desserts and treats. So we have been known for going a little bit overboard with our house at Halloween, especially in the UK. It's not that common, but this thing kind of takes it to the next level, really.
It's mad, absolutely mad.
Absolutely love it though. So if you're enjoying this video, make sure you follow our Virgin Voyages Resilient Lady series, as this is just the first stop of many great ports, including Santorini, Rhodes, Cairo, Luxor and ending in Dubai. And as Virgin Cruises, literally, we'll cover all aspects of our first cruise holiday. But most importantly, we please ask that you hit that like and subscribe buttons. It really goes a long way to helping support this channel and for us to bring you even more videos like this in the future. So after a busy night and a long travel day with an early start, it was time to finally head back to our hotel. And although slightly further out from the Acropolis in a quieter neighbourhood, it shares a common theme with many other Athens hotels and something you might not have considered. And the clue is that the public areas and the ground floor are all exceptionally quiet at this time of night. And just like the Central Hotel we visited earlier that evening, this is because many have their own rooftop venues. Now these do vary from being open to the public to being exclusive to hotel guests, and the facility may vary from being a rooftop restaurant like Thea Terrace through to ours having a swimming pool and bar. And all those closer to the centre will have a view of the Acropolis. Ours looked up to Lycabettus Hill, where we would be heading for dinner the following evening, and is another way you can appreciate Athens from the rooftops whilst avoiding the busy crowds. But for now was a perfect spot to end the evening with a nightcap and a fantastic view. So, Radisson Blu Park Hotel Athens, and we have very kindly been upgraded from our standard room as a crash pad to an Acropolis view suite. So we have this nice lounge area here. I'm not sure we're really going to get much use of it. There is a little creative license. You have to be on a very high floor. As you can see, there is no view of the Acropolis here, but we'll come back to that. But round to the bedroom itself. Wardrobes with the usual ironing board, digital safe, all the usual, you don't need to see that. Nice working desk, that's not happening. Nice big king size bed. And then these sliding partition doors through to our double vanity. WC closet, again, no one needs to see that. A nice big walk-in shower here on the dark side. But we do actually have an Acropolis view because at the working desk here, through the tunnel, you will actually see there it is in the distance. plus was able to appreciate the hotel a whole lot more in the daytime, including the rooftop pool, which was much busier, which we were able to use to recharge and take a very welcome dip following a busy day of sightseeing and before heading out to dinner that evening. Though given our short stay and busy itinerary, we were not able to eat in any of the hotel's restaurants, which included this Mediterranean fusion cuisine restaurant which was open for lunch and dinner. So remember to subscribe so don't miss our next episode, where we show you how to beat the queues at the Acropolis and understand the new ticket options, including the combo ticket and which attractions to prioritise if you only have a day like us, plus show you those must-see Instagram spots in Plaka and where you can dine at the highest point of Athens with views of the Acropolis. So check out the link to our Virgin Voyages Resilient Lady Athens to Dubai series here, or one of our many other varied destination videos. But for now, drop us a like and a comment, and thanks for watching, and see you again soon.